what your brothers need?
We gonna go after they open up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it now. You can't use batteries from the store? Okay. I'll just get some batteries. Oh, damn, I ain't bring them up. Fuck.
Yeah, I tried to buy some more.
And you know those batteries you buy from the store, it won't even last a whole lesson. You gotta get the
You gotta get
the rechargeable
And
lithium.
I got charged up batteries at the house.
Chargers, they cost like $20.
Got them at the house.
But they lasted like 2 years, so it's better than buying, new batteries every week. They last like 2 years.
Alright.
I could bring the ones I got at the house. I haven't even used them, but like 2 or 3 times. So I'm gonna bring them next week. Yeah,
They Duracell, they should be good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring them next week.
Oh yeah, we did that at camp one day and they ran out immediately. Alright, your call, you on.
Shalom Makim. First and foremost, we're gonna give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to those of Akim that's preached the word in all truth in the city. And so we the Hebrew Israelites here to preach the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, to sow the word to the elect. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai will provide the increase. We're here to teach the prophesy the downfall of this place, America, which is Babylon the Great according to the scriptures. The MOTB, according to Revelation 13:16, is the Karagma, and Esau Edom, is the so-called white man according to the Bible, and as brothers, see the title of the lesson, it is
Awake.
awake, man, and that's the spirit that the prophets come in to teach our people to repentance, to awake to the truth, man, when you get Isaiah 2:1, because it's, as Apostle Paul said, it's a high time to wake out of sleep, man. Because our people are in the spirit of darkness, spirit of slumber.
Book of Isaiah chapter 52, verse 1. Awake, put on thy strength.
And what's the strength, man? The strength is this truth for you Israelites, man. For you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans.
Yeah.
Proverbs 24.
Yeah. This is Proverbs 24, verse 5. A wise man is strong. Yeah. A man of knowledge increases strength.
Right, and man of knowledge increases strength, man. And that's talking about the knowledge out the Bible, out the scriptures, man.
Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem.
Right, the beautiful garments is a representation of this truth. It's a parable for this truth, man. It's like a metaphor. Job 29.
Yeah, going there right now.
Hold on.
This is Job 29, verse 14. I put on righteousness and it clothed me. My judgment was a robe and a diadem.
Yep, a diadem is a head cover. So, this truth is our covering. Because think about a garment is your covering. You want to be covered with the spirit of the truth, man. You don't want to be walking out here naked and exposed to all the false doctrine in the wiles of the devil, man. Is that it on that?
Yeah, I got one more precept. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right. So that applies to 2/3 of Israel. They're not covered with the spirit of truth. They're adding sin to sin. They just got done worshiping pagan holiday Christmas, which is a holiday that the Lord despises greatly, man.
Yeah.
It means, O Jerusalem, holy city. Henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
Right, the uncircumcised, unclean. That verse is uncircumcised, unclean doctrine, man. The doctrine of devils, as the scriptures say, man. Because the elect the Lord will give the elect 100% truth. Can you go to Isaiah 10:20?
Yep.
Because it's all about the elect, man. And that's what we out here for. As it says in Second Esdras, don't worry about those. Don't worry about how the ungodly gonna perish, man. But only worry about those, the elect.
Yeah, this is a. Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
Right, so they're not going to stay. The stay is from the Hebrew word sha'an, which means lean or support or trusting. So they're not going to trust in this devil that have smote us, man. But the elect is going to wake up to this truth, and they're going to put their reliance and support in the Lord, man, Yahweh Bashman Shah, by way of the word. Because the scriptures say that with faith, you go to Romans 10 and 17, you know? So we only out here for the remnant, the elect, man. You know? And all these people that celebrate Christmas, Halloween, they're now the elect, man.
New Year's too.
New Year's, you know, which we were once in that spirit too. We was once sometimes in darkness, but the Lord has woken us up to the truth, man, to the marvelous light. You know?
Book of Romans chapter 10 verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
So faith comes by hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Shai. You know? Now we're gonna focus on the prophecies because that's what we out here for, as Apostle Paul said, rather that you prophesy, man.
Yeah.
And that's the spirit of having the discernment of that's given from us from Yahweh Hashem Shai. We are in evil times.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a precept. This is Revelation 19 and 9. It says, and he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou, do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Right, so the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. You know, that's the spirit we're supposed to be in. Warning people of what's to come. Death, destruction, famine.
I got another precept while you get that. 1 Corinthians 14 and 1. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye prophesy.
Rather that ye prophesy, man. You know, because that's a great gift from Yahweh Shai. That's our main focal point of the ministry, to prophesy the things to come, that's about to come. Which prophesy means to say before. You know, and there's only evil, as it's written, no peace is coming to the wicked.
Yep.
You know.
40 and 17.
I got another one. 2 Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, and who are the Lord's people, man? The Lord's people are the Israelites. The words of prophecy, you know, prophecy means to say before, you know?
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shimon Shai is channeling his spirit through us to proclaim his words to the people, you know? To allow people to repent and prophesy against the nations. Tell them that they're going to slavery, according to the Bible. This is prophecy, you know?
Book of Sirach chapter 40 verse 17. Bountifulness is the most fruit. Is that
40 and 9?
Yeah, 49.
40 and 9? Alright, so the book of Sirach chapter 40 verse 9. Death and bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Right, so these are all the judges of Yahweh Shimon Shai, man. You know, death is coming, man. You know, hence why a lot of people is dying from these variants. You know, it's going to be a point in time, man. Yahweh Shimon Shai is going to show new marvels in the earth. He's going to show new plagues that man has never seen before, man. To let you know, to acknowledge, so you can acknowledge that he's a God. He's the great God of the earth, man. You know, the love of many wax and cold. You know, people, the spirit of this place is dead, man. It's dying. You know?
And they shall remember themselves to be but men.
Yep, that's right.
I got a precept over here backing up what you said. Ecclesiastes 36 verse 6. Shew new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand in thy right arm, that
right
they
arm,
might.
The right arm is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, keep going.
That they may set forth thy wondrous works.
Yeah, you know, and that's what we want the Lord to do, man. Because a lot of these people are proud. You know, the pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned from his maker, as is written. That's the definition of pride comes from the Bible.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people, they want to do their own thing, man, especially our people. You know, as it says in the book of Judges, every man did what was right in their own sight, in their own mind. And that same spirit is back here today. That spirit of anti-Messiah, man. So the consequence of you being in that spirit of our people, 2/3 of our people, is death and destruction. You know, because you refuse to repent, to come back to the truth, man. You know, and the Lord's a jealous power. If he sees you celebrating these pagan holidays, the Lord is jealous of you of that, man. You know, and that's why be a lot of deaths in Christmas and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because Christmas itself means death. Christ is a Greek word which means anointed, and mass goes into death.
Yeah.
You know, hence why you be seeing fires in Christmas and stuff, man.
It was a report that came out yesterday that said that a man and his 2 boys died in the house fire that was caused by the Christmas tree.
See?
This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, and that's the very first commandment, man. It's the reason why the Heavenly Father Yahweh said that. You know, because he understood that our people would naturally go hungry after the other gods of the nation that's around about them. You know, that's not how we're supposed to be. As the Lord told Jeremiah, thou son of man, be not like unto them. You know?
Psalm 106, verse 35. But were mingled among the heathen.
And right, and that's talking about how our people was dwelling amongst the Canaanites, man.
Yep.
You know?
And learn their works.
And learn their works, learn their pagan works. Their pagan, worshiping their pagan gods.
Yep.
This is nothing new, man. Nothing to do under the sun.
And they served their idols,
Yep.
which were a snare unto them.
And idols means false god, man, which was a snare, a trap unto them, man. Because, like you always bring out, you know, the same gods that our people celebrated, those nations that our people served their gods, them same nations came against our people, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was a snare unto them.
Yeah. They sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils.
Yeah, that goes into human sacrifice on the left-hand side, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And even when you apply it in this sense, you know, you get people that say, well, I'm not really into, you know, the holidays and all that. And, you know, it's for the kids. You know, I do it for the kids. Well, you are sacrificing your sons and your daughters unto devils.
That's right.
You know, you putting them in that situation where they're going to perpetuate that idol worship when they grow older. You know, y'all want to talk about generational curses and all this shit. Well, the people, you got, y'all teach y'all children wicked works and wicked ways, man.
Right. It's that scripture in Proverbs.
22:6.
Yeah, but a child is like brought up. Something like that.
This is Proverbs 22, verse 6. It says, train up a child in a way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's why you got old bottles today.
Yep.
They don't want to depart from them celebrating all these pagan holidays, man.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they have been brought up they have been trained from the youth up to follow those pagan customs, man. These pagan holidays, worshiping other gods. I appreciate that. You know. So that's on the left hand side. But on the right hand side, you know, if we do got, you know, brothers do got children, you know, we say we don't worship that, man. We worship the only living power, which is our power, Yahweh Bashim Shai. You know? Because we understand that, like you said, that's the next generation to come, man. You know?
Yes, I got a precept. Book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. And it reads, behold, the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Shai of power are upon the sinful kingdom.
Right, now this was going on back then. This applied to Jacob back then. But prophetically, this is talking about now, man. This is talking about Esau's kingdom. You know, because this is a sinful kingdom. You know?
Right? And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Right, the Lord's going to destroy Babylon the Great from off the face of the earth, man. You know, by them nuclear missiles. You know? America will soon be destroyed by fire. And this is prophecy according to the Bible. We're not just coming up with these pictures on our own. This is actually what says in the Bible. You know?
Yeah. Right.
So we're here to warn our people is, if you don't repent from what you're doing, the evils of your doings, then you're gonna be caught in that destruction, man. You know?
I got something, y'all. You got something?
Would you finish something like that? That's just more.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob,
Yep.
said Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah, because house Jacob represents Israelites, because the Lord has the elect coming back through the house of Jacob. You know? And saving is the old English word which means accept. So the Lord is gonna make exceptions for the elect of Israel, man. You know?
That goes into Isaiah chapter 1 and 9. If
Yeah,
I
I was just thinking that.
God.
Isaiah chapter 1 and 9.
Spirit.
Let's go into that. Alright, book of Isaiah chapter 1 and 9. Except Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. That's that remnant is dealing with the 1/3 of the elect. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Being completely destroyed. You understand that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire. You know? And that was an example of the manner of the ungodly, man. You know? So the Lord always sets uses signs and stuff, man. Hit past history. Or if you do it like this is gonna happen to you. You know?
And that goes to show you how clean contrary the spirit of this world is, because this world teaches you that, you know, oh, forget about the past, that's the past, you know, you can't move forward, you know, without, you know, forgetting the past. But the Lord required that which is past, which is here in Ecclesiastes.
The past is what foretells the future.
Yep.
You know? So that all makes sense.
This is damn.
Like our past forefathers, we came back in the reincarnation as our forefathers. You know? So
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been. And the Most High required that which is past.
right, so how about Shemashah required that which is past, man? You know, that which is be is now.
That's bad news to Esau, man.
That's right.
You know, he tried to have his whole history forgot about, you know, in his schools and different things that he got going. He tried to delete, you know, certain history out of the books.
That's that selective memory they try to have, because they always want you to honor their little bullshit.
Yeah. 4th of July,
You know
you
what
don't
I'm saying?
forget that.
Don't forget the Alamo still even. You know what I'm saying?
But what was going on during that 4th of July in 1776?
Where was we at?
Yeah, they don't want you to remember what you was doing during
remember
that.
that. Remember their glory.
And they mainly do that with the education system growing up.
Yeah.
Speak about that education system, man. It just came out recently, about a few years ago, that they're trying to wash away, you know, slavery from the history books. They're trying to say that they were like employed, like they had a word for it, man. But not even indenture, like a whole nother thing. They trying to take away slavery from the history books.
Oh yeah, that but that concept evolved into what they call critical race theory today. But they're trying to remove like the talk of such things out of all kinds of forums. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even bring that up. That's critical race theory. It's the truth. It's your history. Let's talk about your history. They want to change.
They had a name. I forgot the name, the actual name that they called it instead of slaves. They called it something else, like some employment or something like that.
Indentured servants?
No,
Not that one.
Indentured servants. It was something else, something completely different, and that completely takes away, you know, it just completely takes away the vibration of slavery. You know, completely takes away the vibration of slavery, because words carry vibrations. You know, slavery, you know what that is. All right, but when they call it something else, something lighter, all right, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It completely takes that away. Instead of trying to wash his hands.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor, righteous man, and let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Yeah. You know, leads to Isaiah 47. You know, basically they didn't show mercy to the elderly, man. You know, and oppress the poor by way of these laws, man. Having to work these jobs, work for pennies. Rent is going up, but the pay is staying the same.
Right, that part.
You know.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
And that's their strength. These, the legislation laws and stuff, man. Constitution rights. You know, because in that same book, laws, it speaks about us being 3/5 of a man.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it right
So
here.
that's their strength and our weakness, man.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing wroth.
Con.
Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. And he is clean contrary to our doings.
Yeah.
He upbraideth us with our offending of the law,
Yeah.
and objective to our infamy, the transgression of our education.
Transgression
Well,
of education, man.
Yeah, because he transgressed heavily with his education. Because through his education, he pushed what? Satanism, man.
Man.
Women's rights, women's liberty,
Yep.
women's freedom. In these colleges right now, they got transgenders and shit all in the swimming world, where you got these women that's in that particular sport coming out saying, hey, enough is enough. Ever since y'all let these TSs in, I have not been able to win anything.
And that is a direct cut to women and men equality.
Yep.
Man. That's a direct cut. Even Vladimir Putin spoke on that, man. He tried to, and agreed to when he was saying that he had to watch his words and sit there, pause, and think for a second, because he doesn't want to piss off the wrong people in this country, man. See, that's a damn shame. The whole world is covered in gross darkness.
See, the benefit of us being on the highways and the byways, we can say whatever the fuck we want to say.
Telling you.
And back it up by the precepts.
And it says their words are contrary to the law, because you know we're not following their educational system. So it's like a kink in our armor, so to speak. Thorn on their side. So that's how you know repentance is the greatest weapon against Esau's man.
And that goes into the history of Israel. When you have Mordecai and Esther and all them, the word around town is, Mordecai, he ain't doing what y'all saying. Let's fast forward a little bit. The Babylonian Empire. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego and Daniel, they not bowing down to the king's laws. So the Lord has put a spirit on us of righteous rebellion, man.
Con.
Even Judas and the Pentecost.
Oh, gone. All throughout the history.
You always had the men of the Lord that's actually stood up for the Lord. That's what the Lord said.
Who shall rise up against the evil doers?
And even going back to the apostles, they were teaching the word repentance. That was an act of sedition in the eyes of Esau during that time. Hence why Apostle Paul was beheaded by Nero.
Oh yeah.
Because that was an act of sedition.
Con.
But it was righteous what we were doing.
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree of righteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn away the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So like the brothers was going into, a lot of these decrees, man, they take away they turn aside the needy from judgment, and take away the right from the poor of the people, because these laws that we saw passed are grievous to us, man.
Oppressive.
Because they're total contrary to the scriptures.
Con.
You know, like me and a brother the other day, brother had his car parked, police just rolled up on you. You can't have your car parked there, they can take your car. That's grievous, man. And as well as other things that are in this devil's law book, man, that's just grievous. And they mainly aim toward the righteous. What does the scripture say? They aim secretly to the right.
They shoot at secretly. Yeah, that's Psalm 64.
Yeah, the big one is child support, man. They sow that discord between the household, between us and our women run, and then they put us in they put what's it called, heavy burdens upon us, man.
Yep.
Even amongst these mandates concerning the vaccines, that's the unrighteous decree, man.
Yep.
For the foreign liquid, which is a venom, in your system, man. You don't even know what's in it.
That's basically it.
But the whole thing gonna be our downfall, because while we sin not, you know what I'm saying, we was like I said in Judah 5:17, and whilst we sin not before the Most High, they prosper before the Most High that hated iniquity. Every time you take a jab or you go up under your skin and you sinning, you're going against the laws of the Most High. You transgressing. And they pushing transgression all throughout our people, man. You know?
This is Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O God of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Right, so Edom is synonymous with the end of our captivity.
Yep.
Proving that links up with 2nd Ezra 6:9. You know, which that's prophecy as well, that Esau will fall. You know, it's going all the way back to the story of Jacob and Esau. When Jacob held on Esau's heel, that was symbolic of Jacob, which represents the Israelites taking down the Edomites, man. In the latter days, which we're in now.
And it said that
When Yahweh Shai come back.
it said he would discover thy sins. So that's what's going on.
Oh shit,
right now.
those demons.
Like the brother said, you know, through the spirit, they trying to cover up. And you know, in their education system, when I was in high school, when it came to slavery, it was only you only had that for a whole week. But when it came to that so-called Holocaust, it was the whole month, man.
Yeah.
They'll make you watch movies on it, but they really just try to water down what these devils did to us, you know. But like the scripture just said, I will discover thy sins, O daughter of Edom. Like the brother, the Lord got the prophets out here letting you know, telling you your judgment for what you've done to the apple of the Most High's eye, man.
Yeah.
As well as all your other things that you're doing unrighteously on the earth. You know? It's really in all actuality, this devil just commits sin, period. You know?
Yeah.
So,
So the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, the Lord is doing that now, you know, by him manifesting his prophecy in the earth. And the number one major prophecy I've been waiting on is the Quran, which Elon Musk saying that, you know, next year, 2022, that he's going to start implanting people with, you know, with the chips, man.
The brain shit.
The nano, which is the nanotechnology.
Yeah, nanotechnology.
So that technology is here, man. And once that shit be pushed, as Apostle always say, that's the major prophecy we're waiting on, then all hell gonna break loose, man.
Yeah.
You know? Which everything is already building up now, brewing up.
Yeah.
You know? Love of many is watch the code. But how much more when there's no food in the storehouses? You got the
Supply chain crisis. Bottlenecking at the ports.
Yep. So people angry they ain't getting their goods on time. You know, but then this society pushes out the spirit of haste, the spirit of instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this world push out, you know, not being satisfied.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
This world don't push, you know, being content. This nasty motherfucker with his just had his ass out, man. Hopefully the camera didn't get it, man. Yeah, this society doesn't push being content, and that's one thing that the scriptures push, being content. And Lord willing, I find it real quick.
It's like in 1 Timothy 6.
It's one in Ecclesiastes too. All right. I want to say.
Yeah, because you know, these people, you know, the media puts that witchcraft in there to make you want more and more and more.
Yeah.
You know?
that's why it's a high level of obesity in America. That's right.
Mhm.
They can't ever have enough. They're never they're not satisfied. Always want. It's always one. I gotta have the new. Like they come out with a new iPhone every goddamn 6 months, man.
Oh, every 6 months?
Well, I'm just speculating the time.
Oh, yeah,
but, you know, every year it's a new goddamn upgrade phone.
Ecclesiastes 29 and 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread, clothing, and a house that covers shame.
Yeah, so that's all
Basic
really,
necessities.
basic necessities.
whatever the most High give you, you know, those are extras.
Yeah.
But see, this world pushes out the spirit of extra,
Yep.
extra.
Addicted to more.
Addicted to more.
I want it all. I want it now.
You know. And you see that spirit even in the truth. You know, you have people on the comment board, oh, that's all y'all talk about is the chick. All y'all talk about
Y'all
is
like
the
a
prophecies.
record and shit.
Yeah, like you can't apply that worldly spirit to the truth, man. When you examine the scripts, all throughout the scripts is just repetitive. Just the Most High just beating it in on Jake.
Yeah, man.
You want to hear a motivational speech? Go watch Creflo Dollars or something.
Yeah, and let them take your money.
Because the Most High know Jake is stiff-necked, you know.
Even the
hard-headed.
lost his commandments, they was repetitive, you know.
Yep.
It may have said it a different way, but it's the same concept.
And the Lord was always reminding Jake about Egypt. Remember when I delivered you up out of Egypt? Yeah, I delivered your forefathers out of Egypt. That's all over the scripts.
We use scripture and signs said they forgot about the
The
Most
Most
High.
High that delivered them out of
Can you get that real quick? Go back to that business. And that's when the tribes they made to forget. I mean, that's Malashah.
Thank you.
You know, so it's in Jake's spirit to forget, man. You know, hence why the Lord got his prophets on the highways and byways constantly every week, starting with our apostle and great millstone to warn Jake of the same thing that's coming, the same destruction.
All praises to the Most High Yahweh Shem Hashai, the prophet of His grace and Himself.
It's like Noah. Noah said the same thing. You know? Oh, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain.
Yeah.
I better repent. It's gonna rain. You know? But it's,
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Psalm 106 and 21. They forgot the Most High, their Savior, which had done great things in Egypt.
Yep. Yeah, because you know, it's a scripture in Deuteronomy says Jeshua had waxed fat and kicked.
Yeah.
Meaning the Lord started blessing you with all the substance, herds, cattle, riches, gold, silver, land, possessions, woman.
Potatoes.
Then you start to forget about the Most High. And that's the spirit of Jacob.
That's that spirit of murmuring out in the wilderness. You know, they forgot all the, you know, with all the salvation part, you know.
Hey, Yawanathan, if you on the chat, bro, get them bots out of here, bro.
Got bots on the chat.
Saying the same shit. Talking about tech.
Yeah, I understand, man.
Did you not second that chapter
Like a
9?
tracking device on the.
Then thou shalt well understand that it is the very same
The water,
time
bro. Appreciate it.
when in the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, because the Lord declared the end from the beginning. You know? And we seeing earthquakes every day. Upwards of people in Europe, all these countries, anti-max people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Protests. Yeah.
Belgium, you know? Brussels. You know?
France.
So, France. So all that is a prelude to what's going to come to America.
Yeah.
You know? The Lord is saving the best for last, man. You know? And watch when that shit come to America, man. Which it's already people protesting against the max peace in New York.
Hey, but you know what? These Babylonians and these Americans are so weak and docile, man. They're gonna be folding.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them gonna fold when it comes, because America has from a youth up just bred out a bunch of effeminate, weak, and docile men.
Yep.
You know, like, cause them over there and across the pond,
Yeah.
they even say, like, when they bring out the comparison of the ingredients and food that's there and over here, it's night and day.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
You know, and food plays a major part in the hormones and the chemical balance in the human being.
Good.
So if they push certain chemicals here in Babylon that weakens the mind state, all right, makes a man more effeminate, more in touch with his feminine side and his emotions, they like sheep to the slaughter, man.
And all that's how you know it's gonna be a lot of resistance. You know, because when you get emotional, you get defensive.
Yeah.
You know, so that's gonna be the state of the world real soon, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people gonna be they're not gonna be thinking rationally and logically. They're just gonna be thinking on emotion. Oh, you took my rights.
And they're gonna
You know?
be trying to get them back.
Yeah.
So therefore, they gonna want to stand in that line, man.
Yep.
That's why this devil, he puts soy in everything.
Yeah, soy.
The
Oh,
soy
yeah.
lowers men's testosterone.
Yeah, that's
All right, and it reads, "For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest."
right. The end is manifest. Manifest meaning made known. So the end is made known by way of the prophecies being fulfilled, man. The estate of the minds of the people, gross darkness, the
Oh, yeah.
anti-Messiah spirit.
I mean, we
You
gotta
know,
get that. Yeah.
Truth springing up throughout the earth on the right hand side. You know, all these camps, gospel being preached to the four corners of the earth. The implementation of the Quran. You know, the love of many Western code.
And then we gotta bring out the Isaiah 60, gross darkness to people.
That's it. That
Oh yeah, because
gross darkness to people.
I have written that too. On
Yeah.
my homework.
a lot of people is in a dark state, and when you go into that word, matter of fact, can we get it real quick, Baba Kasha?
Isaiah 60 and 2.
Yeah, I think Rob Mop got it.
It is Isaiah 60.
Verse 1.
Yeah, I'm starting at
Oh,
1.
it's not.
Arise, Isaiah 60 and 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory.
Which is the word, man. That light is coming. This is word is coming to you Israelites, man. Elect.
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Yep. And when you look at that word darkness, it's from the Hebrew word chashat, which means ignorance. You know? So, and that's how you know that's balance right there. It says light, right? Then it says darkness. So you got the truth out, but at the same time, you got people in the state of darkness.
Yep.
You know? So that's the Lord deals with balance, man. And even if you show these people the maps, breaking down the scriptures correctly, plainly, playing upon tables as the scriptures say, the Lord still didn't instill in them to get it.
Oh, Isaiah 6.
Yep, fulfilling, yep, like you said, fulfilling the scripture, Isaiah 6. You know?
Even Yahweh Shai talked about, he quoted Isaiah 6.
Yeah.
It says, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
And that's talking about the elect, man.
Yeah.
Because the Lord has illuminated us with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, this gospel. And we're now shining as lights upon a hill. And this truth can't be hid, man. That's why they attack us heavily on YouTube, to where we gotta flee to the Odyssey accounts, man. Because this truth is a thorn in Esau's side. Here it is. We bring out all the counsel of the ungodly. Before they even bring it out, we telling Esau what moves he making before he even bring it out. Like, okay, yeah, this devil finna come down on great wrath in a minute.
And that was happening during the Roman Empire with Claudius. Claudius expelled the Jews from Rome because they was raising hell teaching the truth, man.
Yeah.
What doing now? And Claudius, that was an Edomite. So for all you naysayers that say that the Bible is not real, then look up Claudius on Wikipedia. He was a historical figure. He really lived, man.
Yeah.
Look up Euphrates River. Euphrates River is mentioned in Genesis 1st chapter, man. The Lord still has specific landmarks, ancient names to prove that. Prove the validation.
Second chapter.
Second chapter. Second chapter, Ark Genesis. So the Lord still has landmarks to prove the validation of the Bible, man.
And including certain historical artifacts that is dug into the ground. Native Americans writing in Hebrew. There's a whole bunch of the stuff that the Lord placed on the earth to validate the scriptures.
The scriptures say that I will show thy I will reveal thy nakedness. So that's basically what just happened.
I believe they just found a ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's Yahweh Shai. He had an afro on it.
Yeah.
Man.
Best when you didn't see that.
It's real.
Yeah.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Now he said what you just said. Thou mayest be illuminated with the truth and light. Now he said with Ecclesiastes 81.
Actually going to in Baruch too. It goes and speaks about being illuminated in Baruch as well.
Yeah, you just about that out.
In Baruch?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It says, Ecclesiastes 81, it says, who is as the wise man, who knoweth the interpretation of a thing, and man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So that's that aura the Lord puts on his elect men to shine amongst the people that's in darkness, man.
Yeah.
And why people can see, like, man, it's something different about that dude. You know?
The light set on the hill can't be hid.
Matthews 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city is set on a hill. A city is set on a hill. So like a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Right? Because if you actually set a city on the hill, everybody can see it. You know, even from miles away. So everybody gonna see the truth. The true prophets are doing the work, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why Yahweh Shai said things like, and this gospel shall be preached in the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. Because this gospel, which is this light, is gonna, pretty much cover the earth. In fact, when you go into, Solomon speaks about how Solomon, he was the wisest man in that known region. You know what I mean? Which Yahweh Shai in his past life was Solomon. And that just goes into how, he had this wisdom, covering the earth.
I'm backing you up on covering the earth. Habakkuk 2:14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, as waters cover the sea.
All over the place.
All over the place. So that's what's going on.
And his word is like unto water.
Yeah. Which is very needful and beneficial for you. This is Ephesians, the first chapter, start at 15. And this is Paul speaking to the Israelites that were scattered amongst the Ephesus. It says, verse 15 in the first chapter, wherefore I also, after I heard of your faith in the Lord Yahweh Shai and love unto all the saints, cease not to give thanks for you, making mention of you in my prayers, that the Most High, the power of our fathers, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, the Father of glory, may give unto you the spirit of wisdom and a revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. So the spirit of wisdom, which have enlightened our eyes talking about our spiritual eyes, going back to Isaiah 60, the light of the Lord shined upon you. The Lord has put a spirit on us to believe, number one, because you got to believe, and for us to come out and preach. This is a great gift from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is literally given from the heavens. The Lord sent that signal from the heavens down to us and tapped us.
It's only given to a remnant, to the house of David.
Yeah. Because if we waiting on all Jake to get this truth, man, we might as well stand in the back of the line.
Acts 15:16. After this I will return, and I will build again the tabernacle of David, which is fallen down, and I will build again the ruins thereof, and I will set it up.
And as it is written, wisdom buildeth the house. Scriptures speak about how wisdom.
Bring it out.
Let me find it real quick through the Spirit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now this is Ephesians 4 and 5 and 8. For you were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you got it.
Yes, so walk as the children of light. That's supposed to be our conduct. How we conduct ourselves amongst each other and amongst the non-believers, man.
That's right. Proverbs 24, verse 3. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. Now, is this talking about the wisdom and understanding of the world? No. Paul spoke about in 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, that the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. So this house that's being built with knowledge and understanding is the house of David. All right, the 3rd temple, which is a spiritual temple, and every brother make up a stone, a lively stone, that come together and build this dwelling place of the Most High.
That's right. Which the gates of hell cannot prevail, man.
Oh, hell no.
The gates of hell represents Esau.
Yeah.
You know,
And the
it
gates
says
is the leadership,
Yep.
the elites.
Yeah, so the nobles, as it says in Isaiah 13.
Yeah, just go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
I got a quick precept. The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 9. Below, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as corn is sifted in the seed, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Yeah, the least grain, that represents the elect. Because what you do with the other chaff, you collect the grain, but you do away with the chaff.
Yeah. They have a process when you do winnowing. You know, you basically put, you know, the produce in front of like a fan, and the chaff is so easily to be sifted out. You know, it just blows away into the wind. But the wheat is what stays on the stalk. You know.
Very true.
So if you liken unto chaff, you're gonna get easily blown away. You know, it's gonna be something to come up. You're gonna get offended. You know, you're gonna get your feelings hurt, and it's just you're gonna blow away. You know.
Yeah. The Apostle John said, John the Baptist said something like that.
Matthew the 3rd chapter.
The sifting happens through the knowledge, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, by way to the prophets, out down the street corners, going down to the videos, you know, from the elders and apostles on down, bringing out that true knowledge.
Yep.
Script by Yahweh Shalom Shah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it right here.
3 and 4, something like that.
No.
6.
Matthew 3 and 11.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's verse 12, but sorry, 11. This is John the Baptist speaking.
And John the Baptist was our Lord Yahweh Shai's cousin. All right, and they were 6 months apart. When you watch these biblical movies and you see John the Baptist looking like he's 60, they going off. You see him, he be on there, he be looking 60.
With no fringes on. It says, Matthew 3 and 11, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance. But he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear.
And what John the Baptist was doing, he was spiritually getting ready the followers of Yahweh Shai by spiritually cleaning them with water. You know, the forerunner. He was dipping them in water, which was had a symbolic meaning of getting washed, getting pure, getting all that dirt and that filth off of you. You know.
It says, he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire.
Yeah, which is the word, man.
That fire represents that fiery trial.
Yep.
Afflictions.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Because Yahweh Shai says, he that come after me got to bear his cross.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to say in Jeremiah the 5th chapter, 5 and 14, it speaks about how the word of the Most High is likened unto a fire.
Yeah.
You know, because it burns, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it goes against all the philosophies that is exalted here.
Yeah.
You know, this cuts down that feminism. It cuts down that the white man being in his glorified state. You know, it cuts down equality. You know, it brings to naught all the imaginations and the tents and the things that these people conjure up in their minds.
He even cut us too.
Yeah, it's a two-edged sword.
Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and it is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart.
It's quick, meaning it gets straight to the point. You know, you read Esau's contracts and shit. You know, you hear this, you reading it, you know, for a long ass time trying to figure it out, man. That's how you know it's wickedness in that. But the Most High, his wisdom is quick, you know? there's no peace unto the wicked, saith Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah.
Yeah, the Hebrew
Straight to the
tongue-
point.
That's right. The Hebrew tongue is direct.
Yeah.
You know, like in the English language, you will say all these words to make a subject
Yep.
a point. For example, like you'll be like, I am walking. Hebrew would be like, I walk. Straight to the point. You know?
And the English language also got a lot of deception in it, but one word got 67 meanings to it.
They're like there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah,
know?
like three layers.
Hey, and this, you know, through the spirit, you know, like you said, you know, the scriptures are simple.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the scriptures say, make the visions plain. These visions are actually plain when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's just these people out here, sheeple make the scriptures complicated.
Yeah.
The scriptures say don't eat pork, don't eat fish.
Yeah. And that's quick. That's straight to the point, quick. You know?
People, being stuck in their old ways, man, trying to infiltrate, the old man into this thing. You know, they find ways to try to justify their wickedness, man, through the scriptures. Well, what about here where it says, where Peter had that vision, where he ate all those unclean animals? Like, it's not talking about the food, man.
That's that Christianity lifestyle. They turn
Is that the
into
palsy?
something that's complicated, man.
And contrary.
You know? The Most High said this thing is simple. Well, it's simple to the elect. You know, it's
Man,
not
the scripts,
difficult
bro.
to get it. Yeah, right. You know? But to you people, man, you make this truth so complicated, you know?
I'll finish Matthew 3. Matthew 3 and verse 14 and verse 12. It says, this John the Baptist is continuing on. It says, whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor. You know, the floor represents the elect. You know, purge the elect by way of this truth. You know, it says, and gather his wheat into the garner. The wheat represents the elect. The garner represents the representation of churches.
Yeah, because a gardener, that's where you would store your produce.
Like
You know
a
what I mean? Yeah. You would store it there so it could be preserved.
Right.
You know? Read scripts like Isaiah 26 and 20, enter thou into thy chambers, into the indignation pass over.
I got a piece of that parallels on that.
Yeah.
God, it's just, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire, which is the 2/3
Undesirables.
Yep, undesirable to Esau and these heathens, man.
All right, continuing on with Amos chapter 9, going on to verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
It's that incredulity right there. You know, at 2nd Esdras 15 talk about, Most High ain't gonna do nothing. And, just that disbelief, that incredulity.
And that's that pride too. Most High gonna do nothing to me. I'm gonna keep doing my wickedness.
Well, I've been doing this for years. Ain't nothing happened to me yet.
That's that Ecclesiastes
Don't you know the Lord
11.
preserve you?
Yeah.
He preserved 4 perils, man. All right, that's it on that.
I got a precept.
So
It's Romans 11 and 4. But what said the answer of the Most High to him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Right now, when you go into the actual account, that was during the time of Elijah. You know, because during that time it was heavy persecution against the righteous prophet. You had Elijah, King Ahab, and Queen Jezebel, when she was a Phoenician Canaanite, so-called African woman, which they was killing the righteous prophets. But their governor Obadiah hid 100 prophets in the cave, 50 by 50. So Elijah, he said that because he felt like he was the only one left.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, even so then at this time, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
Right, so there's a remnant which is elect to election of grace.
Election of
It said,
Yes, it's like a remnant according to the election of grace.
election of grace. And grace is from the Hebrew word chanun or chun, which means favor or elegance. You know,
It says,
the Lord loves his elect, man.
Oh, yeah. It's saying Wisdom of Solomon 7.
Yeah.
The Lord loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
And I think it says in Wisdom of Solomon 3, he cares for his elect.
it
Yeah.
And if by grace, then it is no more works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work.
So to simplify that, man, it's all about predestination. You know? And that predestination goes into that grace. And the spirit of the men of the Lord that have that grace, they're going to have particular works. They're going to have, as it's written in Matthew, the fruit, the tree is known by its fruit. So they're going to have a particular yield, you know, characteristics, manner towards this truth. Now, we're not saved by the law, but do we void the law through faith? No, the Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law as it is written. So we still, you know, keep the law the best we can. But at the end of the day, it's about predestination and the grace of the Lord.
Because the Most High directs men's steps.
Yep.
So predestination is you're already going the way you're supposed to go. You can't waver.
Book of Romans chapter 9 verse 11. For the children being not yet born,
This is an example of predestination.
neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, Yahweh, according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
Right, so that's an example of predestination. You know, the Lord already chose Jacob before he was even born. Jacob was already put by, which is, you know, cast off, man.
Wait, Jacob?
I mean,
Esau.
Slip the tongue out there.
Yeah. Man slippers with his tongue, but not with his heart, as it is written.
Jacob was chosen.
Jeremiah 1.
Yeah, Jacob was chosen. Esau was put by.
And it reads, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Yahweh forbid.
No. So then,
Oh, is it the Most High wicked for, you know, only dealing with Jacob? You know, what was the Most High wicked for only dealing with Abraham? You know, it was abundance of people.
Yeah.
This is a shitload of people. But the Lord came and dealt with Abraham.
Yeah.
We don't hear no arguments. Well, why did the Lord only choose Abraham?
right.
You know, it was a shit. It wasn't just a 2-3 people on the earth and then I'm gonna just deal with this one right here. Even you know, when you go into the story of Adam, that was the chosen Adam.
Yeah.
You know, it was the nations of people. And when you go into the story of the creation, the Lord made everything in abundance, but he just had this one man. That don't even make sense. The Lord created everything in abundance. So he was dealing with a chosen Adam, just how he was dealing with Abraham, which was a chosen vessel.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, these Edomites have it in their mind that they could actually question the Most High, you know?
Yeah. Hey, that which have been is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
And even these scholars, they be throwing dirt on Most High name, man.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to read specific commentaries, they be like, "Oh, God shouldn't have did that."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh man, they try to. I read some commentary about how, you know, the Lord sent down the angel and killed 185,000 Assyrians.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these punk ass scholars gonna say it wasn't that many people on the earth around that time. Man,
who
You know,
was
he's
it,
trying
Matthew
to
Henry?
charge the Most High with unrighteousness,
Right.
man.
They'll tell you the earth is 1 million years old.
right? They'll believe that shit though.
With a false measuring stick, man. You know, that false science that they have. You know,
Yeah,
going into their little statistics, and it's all numbers. You know what I'm saying? That they formulate to fit their agenda, to fit their what was it called? To fit their it's a word. I'm forgetting the word.
Alien dialectic.
No, not that one. Not that one. They're
How could you simplify it?
The agenda now.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, just gonna go with the agenda. You know. But,
Yeah, I saw one commentary where these devils was like, because, you know, it was going into the counting of the army of Israel.
Yeah.
You know, it'd say it was 100,000 Judites. It was 50,000, you know, Reubenites. These commentaries be saying that, you know, they don't believe it was that many.
So they try to say that one man counted as 5 men, and you know, here came, you know, certain man, the son of the house of Caleb.
We're gonna have to
counted
read.
as 100 men.
Christianity act like that the Most High didn't have a plan. Because they always bringing up how a third of the angels split out of heaven and shit.
And Christianity is so through, man. They was just celebrating Christmas yesterday. Every last one of them.
It's Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value.
When you forge something,
Man.
you creating some shit.
We got a hammer,
You know?
chisel,
Like when they got a show that come on. I wanna
Forged
say
by
that-
Fire.
Yeah, Forged by Fire. Them motherfuckers is getting shit and really creating a knife.
Yeah.
So what Esau do with his think tanks and his secret society and these meetings that be behind closed door at midnight, they just be coming together. What could we do next? How can we get them to stumble and fall? They just forging lies, man.
They don't sleep until they do wicked.
It's Psalms 119:69. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart.
Yeah, because they gonna come out and say that, you know, we're dangerous to public safety because we ain't got the 2-shot, you know. But we gonna keep the precepts. We gonna keep precepts like, okay, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Most High shall lift up a standard against him. Them the precepts that we gonna be keeping, Lord willing, you know. Because these our adversaries gonna be forging lies against us. Oh, they was over here, they was doing this. They've been doing that.
And they got that new, they got that deep, I think it's called like deep face or something like that, where they could put your face on somebody.
Oh
else.
yeah.
Fake.
Yeah, that's why this is, you know, it's. I mean, at the end of the day, man's goings is of the Lord, but you don't really want to be twisting out. You know, you may be in the area where Esau gonna pull that false flag,
Yeah.
and then they be like, "Oh, there's one of them. Okay, we can use. Oh, we can. Good, perfect, good."
That's why a lot of, you know, these Israelites, man, you know, they not being Clark Kent. You
Yeah.
know, like you said, you see the dude with the
Baseball jersey. on.
Yeah.
you know, you're an easy target.
We spotted him out quick.
You feel me? But like us brothers, you know, with the Iowa Dash, you know, the Lord has it to where we Clark Kent. You know, our job wouldn't even know, these people wouldn't know that we Israelites unless we really just came out and the Lord put the Spirit on us to build with them.
Yeah.
But, you know, the scriptures say, won't circumspect me from leaving the tongue.
Nah, that's food. Yeah, beautiful.
Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly.
And
That
it's like circumspectly meaning you're aware of your surroundings. You know, you're aware of everything. You're looking at everything. You watch everything. That's the whole point of being a watchman. That's why in Isaiah it talks about the false teachers, all right, being dogs that sleep, or they always sleep. You know,
Dogs that love in the slumber that don't bark.
Yep. Because if you claim to be a prophet or a watchman, you know, you up watching, because when that evil hits the city or
They
comes toward the
sacrifice
city,
cats.
how you gonna warn the people if you sleep? So being circumspect, you gotta be circumspect out here, man.
Them type of cats, they got the pentagrams and little candles and shit. And chicken feet and shit.
Sage burning
No,
all that
circumspect,
bullshit.
it goes to like spectate. You know, when you down in video game, then you can see everybody else.
I'll say speculating.
Yeah, speculate. Yeah.
All right, so the word circumspect, wary and unwilling to take risks. All right.
Just look up the regular definition.
Yeah. We'll break the word down. Circum.
Right.
That means circle.
That sounds like one
Spec.
of Esau's.
Because glasses are known as spectacles. Or specs. You know.
Careful to consider all circumstances and possible consequences, including
Yeah, because it takes a level of prudence to be circumspect and apply what's going on around you.
all right, another one, you know, being circumspect, you can have circumspect behavior, which is to be watchful and discreet, cautious, prudent, you know, circumspect behavior.
Do we got any synonyms on there?
Let's see.
The synonyms we got.
Different perspectives of that word.
So synonyms, going into the synonyms, it goes cautious, chary, and wary.
Cautious, man. You're supposed to be cautious. You ain't supposed to, you know, let the devil just break in your house.
Yeah.
You know, Like, I hate when a lot of these people, oh, where your fringes at? It's supposed to be no easy target.
You ask them where your camp at.
Right. What's your YouTube page? You know? But
Nah,
that's-
brother, the camps is wicked, brother.
Yeah.
Fringes, the brother do videos, you know, these fringes ain't gonna save you out of this place, man. The fringe, it's supposed to be in you. You know, we come out on the highways and byways, you know, we rock the garments how we're supposed to according to the scriptures. But after this, man, we Clark Kent. We're out there. Because you know that, hey, knowing this could how can I say it? Could jeopardize a lot of things in your everyday walk. You know, that's why scripture say, be wise as serpents on the earth.
Why die before your time?
Right.
And that's another thing too, you know, with the word circumspect, we're going into, the brother said, you know, spect, which is watch. And then you also have the word circle, which means to go around. You know, it's used in what's it called, you know, geometry.
And
You know,
racetracks.
find out the circumference of a
Circuits.
circle.
Yeah.
You know, it means to go, you know, to be watchful of your surroundings, man. You know, so that's what it really means, and that just means, man, don't be out here, you know, thinking shit is sweet, man. Because the Lord will put that banana peel right before your feet, and you fucking fall, stumble down, and now you in some shit. Okay, so the book of Matthew's. Oh, sorry.
Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Yeah, not as fools, as wise. See, we walk wisely because we know that these times that are coming, these people, hey, they're gonna persecute the saints. It's gonna be a time to where those guys that wear fringes, you know, they're gonna label us as terrorists, man.
That which has been is that which shall be.
Yep.
Oh, they got the rough beards. He must be one of them because they normally Esau got his down packed in our data in his database. Oh, they more austere. You know, they have the rough beards. You know, they don't do particular things. They don't be particular places. Esau know how to figure out who is who, man.
And he got ammunition, Salaki, because we've been accused of preaching hate more than once, right? Because these ways are stumbling blocks to the wicked. You know what I'm saying? These words, they just, you know, they don't understand what we're saying. And yeah, that's target, you know, alone right there. Just being accused like that.
And they got this Project Megiddo.
Yeah.
When you read up on the list of people that are going to be in those concentration camps, they always talk about organizations.
Yeah.
And you know, these other groups, they labeling this an organization. This is our nationality.
Categorial.
Right. This is not an organized movement. This is Yahweh Bashim Shai's awakening of his people, man. You know? You can't label it it's an organization. No, the NFC, that's an organization. Black Hebrew Israelites, that's an organization amongst themselves. We're not black, okay? This is our nationality, man. We ain't got the Most High stamped us, man.
That's the accuser of our brethren right there.
The NRA is a damn organization.
something?
National Rifle Association. That's what y'all need to be worried about.
Yeah, you
them.
know?
FBI.
Worried about the NAMBLA.
CIA, NAMBLA.
Black Lives Matter. Those are organized. These Christian churches, those are organizations. Man. Anybody that's funded under a 501c3 charter is an organization.
Verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Yeah, redeeming the time because the days are evil, and evil means bad times, man. We're entering into a wave of bad times. That's why.
Bitch, you better hold something.
That's why they talk about this MOTB, like the brother's bringing up. They showcasing it more and more now. See, what they do is, what you American peons don't get is they showcase it in another country. Right? Then they bring it over here, just like the C-19 with China.
Yeah.
Now you don't hear about it in China.
Yeah, you don't hear about it, sir.
This Omarion shit came out in Africa.
See that?
You don't even hear about that shit no more. But you know these niggas and these fucking porch monkeys, man. They not watching shit that's going on, like you said, in these other continents and countries and locations.
Right.
They watching local news.
Right.
Shit that's going on up and down they damn block.
Right.
Yeah, so and so, you know, it has a spot on the news because he fucking glued a whole bunch of little toys and stuff to his car.
And
A bunch of little toy cars. Follow me, man.
And see, Esau, what he would do is he'll put a 5 killing spree on fucking ABC News, and then right after he'll put, oh, they're having a toy drive down there. You know what I'm saying? What the hell happened to the real stuff?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stuff he won't even put
confused state.
If you're right. Henceforth the name Babylon, which means confused. This place is nothing but a melting pot of confusion.
Land of confusion.
It's Ephesians 5 and 17. I mean 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Redeeming the time because the days are evil. So we're supposed to be out here walking wise. And how do we walk wise? Through the scriptures, man. No, not as fools. These people out here walking foolish, man. They're like a wind tossed to and fro, man.
Yeah.
You know, they just going with everything. Oh, they came out with a new booster. Oh, let me get that. You know? Oh, this other thing is coming out. Let me get that. Like I said with the Christmas stuff, everybody was wearing that black and red checker shit, man. The dog walking by even had that shit.
All that's Masonic too, man. That goes back to the Freemasonry, you know, with the checkerboard, you know, the black and white, and then they got the black and red. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it represents the Rosicrucians.
Yeah.
You know, and you know that branch, you know what I'm saying? Those people, that sect, if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying? They push out a lot of wickedness, man. A lot of wickedness. I think it was a Rosicrucian that was pushing out that Bering Strait deception, man.
Damn.
Really,
That nigga St. Herbert came over here trying to bring that out, man.
And really, that walking wise is really aimed. That's really aimed toward the elect, because the elect gonna be in the precepts now.
Yeah.
You know, if you call yourself an Israelite and read the scriptures, man, you're supposed to. That's supposed to be aimed toward you. You know.
It says, verse 18. It says, 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise to understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Right, because the scriptures go into us. You don't want to be out here making yourself, getting yourself blamed for specific things while you're in this truth. The scriptures talk about how the elect are supposed to be blameless. All right? We're supposed to be blameless. We're not supposed to be the easy target. We're supposed to be blameless before the throne of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, you're not supposed to make this devil, give this devil a reason to actually get you hemmed up. You know, certain stuff, man, we can't control.
Yeah.
But as far as just blatantly being blameful to this devil, that's not what you want.
Yeah.
And that'll show your level of walking, of how you're walking wisely, man.
For example, a brother brought it out. I think Itazawan brought it out about the V cards.
Yep.
You know, because I've been hit 3-4 times. Oh, you know, I got it. I'll do it for you. You ain't got to worry about the money. You know, I'll put it in the system. You know, all you gotta do is you'll just have it just linked to the database. You just show your phone. You know, and I'm telling these bitches, nah, I'm cool, I'm straight. They're like, why? Oh, I'm just cool, I'm just straight. You know, but that's an example of, you know, not trying to be not be blameless. I mean, trying to be blameless, Salakia, because you get that. And that shit somehow, you know, hit the fan and they tracking, oh, all these is fake. You know, now we're issuing out federal warrants to all these individuals who got this shit. Now you look fucked up.
Just like these UCC loans and everything else that Jake watch do evil ass get involved in all the time.
Yeah, all these Israelites, they done tricked and manipulated and tricked the system, and they all in here with the fake cards and all that. And honestly, me personally, through the Spirit Party, how about Shimon Shah, I don't want to be in no place where all the people in there is supposedly two-shotted, man.
Right.
You know? You gonna look like, okay, this motherfucker, he didn't submit it and took the 2-shot.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in no area like that.
In that category.
About that technical.
Yeah, cause we're real quick, Slocky. Cause all these bus drivers you see, they got the 2-shot.
Yep.
You know, the people that work for the ambulance, they got the 2-shot. These city workers, the people that's giving you tickets and shit on your car, they have the 2-shot. You know.
Good for their ass, man, because they don't be showing mercy to anybody.
It's like following the multitude to do evil.
Yeah,
Not
fuck
showing mercy. Parking enforcement.
And they called me one day. I went to El Pollo Loco, give me a little salad and shit. And I'm like, shit, fuck it, I'm gonna eat in here. You know? Eat the salad in here. The bitch gonna say, oh, yeah, could you show me your vaccination card? I'm like, fuck. I ain't vaccinated, I don't got one. So I had to take it to go. But I'd rather be having that spirit than, oh yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
This is Philippians 2 and 15. It says, 14. It says, do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of Yahweh without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom we shine as lights in the world.
Yeah.
So we supposed to be blameless, man, before these people out here. You know, mainly before the Lord, because if you getting that card, right, oh, I'm gonna get it to tweak this, that you showing lack of faith right there.
And look, check this out. Now, because it's not just they don't give a fuck about the car. It's they you in a database and you pull your cell phone out and you log in and you go into the C19 application on your phone.
Right.
Now, what if you got the, let's say for instance, you got the plug and you got the 2-shot, right? But now what about when the booster come out and the second booster come out and that plug not there no more? What you gonna tell your job? Oh man, nah, I'm not gonna get the booster. Oh well, didn't you get the other 2? Yeah, but I'm not gonna get the booster. Well, why? You got the other 2. Now you're just gonna look stupid as fuck.
Yeah, once you submit to them, you locked in. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing after that.
You doing all that shit to preserve a funky ass job that's gonna fire you as soon as they don't meet their projections, man. Yeah.
This second Esdras 14 and 14. Let go from these mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, and through the Spirit, like you know that if you, I need that to work. You know, hey, you gotta have faith that the Lord gonna take care of you,
bro. Eventually, we gonna have to get off the grid, man. By you finessing and getting this card and that card, you're just prolonging your detachment.
right.
All you're doing is prolonging it for another 4 months, 5 months.
That's a form of loving the world. Man.
Yeah.
You know, you love this place. You want to stay here. You want to keep playing this game with these people.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to start getting off the grid. You know what I'm saying? You got to start developing that trip off the grid.
Yeah.
Packing. Get the packing, because, you know what I'm saying?
It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. That shouldn't be even a heavy thought. Well, I gotta get the car because I gotta. That shouldn't even be a heavy thought, man. While you in this truth, see, these people are worried about all this working and I gotta make money for the kids. You know, you're not worried about that. You know, it says, "In haste ye to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." So even with this car, it's gonna be greater evils to come more than that.
Yeah, you worried about you getting the card and keeping that job. It's gonna be worse shit to worry about. What about when your job fold?
Right.
What about when your job that you working for and you laboring for all these years come and say, hey, and it was a video that came out where a dude had a panel, he was on Zoom, and he was like, you know what? We have to fire everybody in the business. The business isn't really doing good right now, so we gotta everybody that's in the Zoom meeting is all terminated as of right now.
Right.
So here it is. You bugged yourself out trying to get the vax and all this shit. Meanwhile, 2 weeks after, your job is talking about some y'all fired, man. So you got a greater evil. Now you got to find a job. And right now they're calling it the Great Resignation, the Big Quit. These different terms that these different terms these Edomites is coming out with. A lot of people's quitting these fucking jobs, man. Especially them damn warehouse deaf jobs, man.
Yeah, fast food restaurants. I read one article they were saying that a person got hired that week. I think they worked like one day, and they quit that end of the shift.
And these jakes, man, they go to these jobs and then they get that goddamn rhythm, and you know they hand it like, oh, like if you're gonna go get it, you can get the whole day off. And Jake be like, shit, I need a day off. I'm gonna go get it. That's how simple Jake is.
$20.
Yeah, right?
And the incentives is just disrespectful, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, you know, free Krispy Kreme donuts. just go and show your vax card.
Hot dog and shit.
$100, you know, they get the jam.
They always want.
But they gotta mail it to you, and that shit take 2 weeks.
3 weeks. Dude, I can't wait to get this 100.
Man,
Checking the mail every day.
they'd be sick as a motherfucker by the time that 100 done.
They always want you to put all your efforts in, but it comes down on their end, they don't do it.
Yeah.
It's all about sucking our people dry, man. So the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16. All right, and it reads, "And behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." All right, because right now, you know, hey, fear not thou, Jacob, thou worm, man. We're a worm, we're defenseless. Esau's a motherfucking eagle compared to us, a worm. You know, and it reads, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Now, this spiritual, you know, Moses talking about being circumspect. You know, and I hear the word circumvent, you know, a lot by other brothers, man. Because it basically means, you know, to maneuver around. You know, circumvent, to maneuver around. And that's much like the movement of a serpent that slithers. You maneuver around certain things, man. And the Lord always provides the avenue for you to move around certain things. You know, it says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues." You see? So you have to be wary, circumvent, and be circumspect of these people in the world, because they will deliver, like brothers brought out. You know, you want to be blameless. You don't want to take, you know, nothing that, you know, you don't want to take a risk. You know, taking that jab card, you know, false, forged. You know, that's actually a risk, man.
Yeah, federal. They talking about slapping people over the back of the head with federal time. Fuck that.
It's not a quick piece, though. You should make it.
Yeah, that's finished.
This is 1 Peter 3:14. 2 Peter 3:14. It says, "Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless."
Diligent meaning consistent. You know, you got a consistent. You know, your regimen is consistent. It's getting cold out here, man.
That's what you
Take
want
this.
to do. Right. You want to be
Look, this is the year, it
Yeah.
seems like.
You don't never want to put yourself in a retarded, because the way that this country is set up to make Jake fail. You know, that's the way that this place was always. It's set up as a trap and a snare to you Israelites.
Yeah.
Every law is grievous unto you, man. You know.
That's why Micah 2:10
Yep.
says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. For it will destroy you with a sword of destruction," roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, because worry about all these bills and shit, rent, and, you know, cost
All
of
been
living
dead.
going up. You might be better off living off the grid than worry about all this shit, man.
Yeah. And who knows, bro?
Yeah.
You know, when that time come, Most High got us off the grid. Here it is. We moving around freely, no problem. You know, you hearing people like, man, you know, and just going through it, and we like, shit.
Kicking it, we gonna be rejoicing.
We don't even go through that. We do what the fuck we want to do. Go where we want to go, no problem.
Look how the Lord helped brothers out when the lockdown first came.
Oh, yeah.
Unemployment.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord always gonna make a way for brothers to
balance.
Brothers wasn't tripping off not working.
Man, bro, we was going to the beach every day after camp, bro, cooking.
You know.
No part. I mean, nobody wasn't even out like that. Was no traffic nowhere.
While these people was out here tripping, we was chilling. You know.
Yep.
I got a quick piece of real quick. The second Ezra 16 and 75. It says, or 74. Hear ye, O my beloved, saith Yahweh. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your God. So, in these times, you don't gotta worry about no venom. You ain't gotta worry. Who cares you off the grid? The Lord gonna be your guide, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at our times, man. The Lord gonna make sure through all these times, you know, through His Spirit, that the brothers eat, you know, we drink while these people out here mourning, well, because they, you know, they ain't got no drink or nothing to eat, man. The Lord gonna make sure you straight.
Most I said so.
Yep.
Book of Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. And that's what the 2/3 of our people are doing, man. They're going down to Egypt for help. You know, the great America, you know what I'm saying? Just going down to Egypt for help, man. All right, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's ultimately because the Lord in these days is going to look after us, man.
Look at this.
That do seek after, that do look after. All right?
Hands.
You get the other one too, I think it's 30.
Yeah, 30 verse 2.
Alright, so going down to the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 2, and it says that want to go down to Egypt. Okay. Alright, so the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1.
Really, in actuality, this chapter goes into these people treachery in the king of Babylon, Egypt.
Yeah.
You know, taking. Which really the king of Babylon, Egypt right now is what is his name? Biden.
Yeah.
You know, and he keep coming out with these. We're gonna. It's gonna be a bad thing for the unjabbed and this and that, and you know, but you that are jabbed, you're good. Just keep getting the boost.
Bro, all the stories you hear about is the people that got the slingshots, man.
Right.
Yeah.
That whip.
And it's strange how they push the agenda, and it seems to no avail, because these people are still contracting. You know what I'm saying? How you you got the 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, and you still contracting, and it's spreading it.
Yep.
It's like a big lie they tell you, and you just supposed to go.
Alright, so the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh by Sidi Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering.
Yeah, but that's talking about our people, right? They take counsel, but not of the Lord, right? Because really, how does the Lord counsel our people? Through the prophets. And this is the counsel of the Lord, man. You know, this is the counsel of the Lord through the Spirit right here. Read that over again, Dr.
Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, because if people come up to the prophets, they would get guidance and wisdom on not to trust in these fucking devils, man, or their society or their agenda that's going on. But they don't seek counsel from the Lord, because the Lord speaks through His prophets, man. This is you're seeing the counsel of the Lord right now, you know. But they don't seek counsel from the Lord.
I was gonna say too, add on to that, and they seek counsel, meaning what do? They go on to Al Sharpton, they go on to what's the other dude?
Creflo.
Joel
Osteen.
Them, and then Louis Farrakhan, and just all these different people, the Kemet community, all these different people. Yeah, we all know we in a fucking predicament. All right, but there's only one way. There's only one ladder to get up out this predicament. Jacob's ladder. There's only one way to get up out of here, man. And that's through this truth. Starting with the elders and apostles, Great Muslim on down. It's dealing with that doctrine, man. That's the one way. That's the counsel of the Lord. That's where the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai resides, man. These people want to go to these different broken sisters.
Hey, it's even safe to say you got the wolves that shoot amongst our people, man. The wolves that oppose that new sheep, like Gehenna told Israel, go get that for this summer, go get that jab this summer, so we can go to the beach and barbecue. And then you got these other wolves in sheep clothing talking about some, like you had that dude, Baloo, see that I got a chip on my hand, and he picked it up and ate it. And you got Bubble-eyed Blackfish talking about Samoans, it's grafted into the
Man, them big ass Samoans ain't got no room. Ain't no room left for no big ass Samoans, man.
But the real true prophets, man, are talking about the real counselors of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Shai, are going to tell you about this jab. It's going to tell you not to take that shit. And him doing that, mocking the prophecies, man, the Lord going to destroy him. Man. The Lord going to destroy a lot of you false pastors amongst Israel that are just, grafting in the congregation to get money. We know what this is. It's the same scheme as the Christianity church, man. Me and the brother Gabar Shalawar was talking about it. They promote the same scheme within Israel as the churches do.
Because they're part of that same cloth.
Yep.
Alright, and it reads, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yep, they covered with the covering of Egypt. All right? Out of the spirit of the Lord, because the prophets of the Lord will counsel our people and tell them, hey, don't do that. Don't do this. What do you think the prophets came on the scene for? Specific times, repent, you know. But these people, they don't want no counsel. They just to and fro out here, going with the wind. But Biden said it, so it gotta be true. He's the president.
Oh
You know, Joel Osteen said it. It gotta be true. Look at all his followers.
man.
You know? That's these people. That's how a lot of people are. Hey, the Lord don't work in in high numbers, man.
Yeah, he working with the lowly.
He work with the lowly.
And all that go to predestination, because it had it been for the remnant, because there's only a little remnant of people that ain't, in line with everybody. It's only a small little, teeny little sanctuary.
And that's good though. Like the brother said earlier, man. If it was up to all Israel waking up,
We would be in the back of the line.
we'll come back. This ain't for you anyway. But we'll come back in the third or fourth generation. Like, damn, man, we still here. It's more on that. This ain't this guy got flight. This ain't
Man,
funny,
Shalak Rayam Mashapayim on that guy,
You
man.
know what I'm
Flyers. What the fuck do we look like, man? Businessmen? Prophet to the Most High. We men of the Lord out here, man.
The block party, the beach party. Jay-Z's gonna be there.
But hey, they look at you as entertainment, man.
saying? Ain't gonna
Like
be
we-
too much more of that, though.
Yeah, like we passing out flyers and shit for a concert,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
The fuck?
Right, what if T.I. made that song, My Life's Your Entertainment? Did you get that book shot first?
That's why Shalak Rayam Mashapayim on all these heathens, man.
See, they think our life is, they think this is entertainment. But this is going to turn it, the stuff that we talk about is going to turn into reality. It already is.
But in all actuality, this is the flyer. Coming from the Lord. This is the flyer. This is the banner. This is the standard. All right. So anybody come with that funny shit, this the flyer right here, man. You either stand by, receiver, and get your ass out, man.
Yeah.
But he could, if he wasn't Israelite for it, he
tired
could
of
have
these
been. But he
Edomites, bro.
probably wasn't, through the spirit. It ain't for him anyway.
And furthermore, wasn't they just getting their ass whooped all throughout Babylon and
Why
shit?
they
Where was
even
Bruce
messing
Lee
with
at?
us? Why they messing?
Where the fuck was Bruce Lee at, man?
All that kung fu, all
Yeah.
that eat chow shit.
Yeah, where the fuck was all
Yeah.
that crouching tiger? Where's that crouching tiger?
Where's
and that
it?
panda shit?
Where's
man?
it, man? Out there?
Yeah.
Wayne Chung.
Yeah.
And come on, these dudes are untrained, man. They're in the hood. These are untrained. Like the most they gonna know
Bro
is
said,
the
where
dude that
is
boxer.
it, man?
Where's that one little?
What's up with the
little bike
uptick
that
of
go beat up like
gooks, man? It's an uptick of gooks right now. What the fuck is all this shit, man?
Major Gookage and shit.
Alright, so it says that walk down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth and strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Hey, these people out here walking in the spirit of Abiram, Dathan, and
Abiram, Dathan, and Korah. Yeah, just unbelieving, just bucking up against the order, man.
You let us in the wilderness from the land of milk and honey. They're talking about Egypt. They wanted to go back.
We missed the leeks in the onions and the fish.
Yep.
We must have sauteed them vegetables. Hell,
Good, right.
Right. They had to have them seasonings on it.
sauteed vegetables.
Yeah, the spirit. Yep.
Strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust
Now,
in the shadow of Egypt.
an example of trusting yourself in Pharaoh is, Pharaoh said get the slingshot. Okay, I'm finna trust in the strength of Pharaoh and get the slingshot. Why do y'all always stop right here, man? Man, this whole block, bro.
Alright, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Well, she got on, just gave us some
To
water.
strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. You completely with this system. You completely with what Biden says, and these tops. Because the governor said it has to be true. You strengthen yourself in it, man.
And all they do is come out with a damn graph with some numbers on there, man.
And the talking heads.
Pointing at it. You're pointing at it, man.
Now, how do they know that a spike in these cases? How do they know the exact number?
Them supercomputers.
Man.
Right. Did people walk into a fucking a hospital would say, I got 200,000. So 200,000 people walked into the hospital this past weekend, and now all of a sudden they got this shit.
Who checks those numbers?
Right. You people are idiots, man. It's like, damn, it's common sense.
Right, that part.
No? People are idiots, man. We don't got no problem saying it. The Lord said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
People are idiots, man.
My people are Sodom's children.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Sodom's children. Sodom means stupid, man.
Yeah, extremely.
Stupid. And it's funny because the scriptures, that's how you know, man, these scriptures, they really have life in them, man.
Yeah.
They really do have life in them. You see, read the word Sodom's children, you just see our people in the fucking wilderness, man.
You can literally read Sodom's children in the scripts and look up and see them. Like this lady right here. Okay.
Right.
Okay, we get it. It's your car. Alright, so it reads, alright, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
These people they're gonna be shamed when they figure out all of this stuff that they taking is it well for their benefits. You know?
Alright. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame,
Yep.
and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
When the time comes to where those crazy guys on these street corners with dresses on, that's what y'all say, all right? Yo, when you figure out that everything we were saying was according to biblical prophecy was true, the Spirit of the Lord, that's gonna be your shame in this place. Oh damn, we shouldn't have listened to Biden. We shouldn't have listened to these. I shouldn't have listened to my boss. I got this jet. That's gonna be your shame, man.
There was a video that came out saying that it looks like the conspiracy theorist was right.
And you know, he always acknowledges the prophets in the movies too, you know what I'm saying? You had that one movie, 2012, if I'm not mistaken, where you had that one dude, they went to meet this guy who was on point with the,
Woody Harrelson.
And yeah, Willie Harrison, he went out and said, well, it looks like those crazy guys in the street corners were right.
Esau got this specific term that they use, and the term basically means that they tell us what they're gonna do in these movies, and the term has the word karma in it. So basically they don't get wickedness done to them because they told us that it was gonna happen in their movies. But then the movies that they put it in is kid movies and little cartoons and shit. Little bullshit movies that people just think is insignificant. And then that's why when shit happened, here go somebody bringing out a damn Tom and Jerry cartoon saying, see, they showed us in this cartoon, this Simpsons cartoon.
Predictive programming.
Or they'll put something that's super outlandish, which the Lord is coming back. It's going to be very outlandish, But they put on they put it under that label of science fiction.
Yeah.
Sci-fi,
Where it's
fantasy.
yeah, where it's science, right? It's something but it's fiction, meaning it can't happen in the near future, not in 10,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Or even with the chariots and the UFOs, science fiction. That aliens, but have you ever seen that? They always throw that doubt, that confusion to further that pop.
But I tell you that the scriptures themselves is a fantasy fictional book.
Well, yeah, they don't have no faith in the Most High. They don't believe in that. This is Psalms 118 and 8. It said it is better to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua than to put confidence in man. That's got nothing to do with Esau.
Yeah, that's talking about man. And that's talking about man's wisdom.
You know what I'm saying?
They talking some trust the signs. Well, that's man's wisdom.
Yeah.
That's making flesh the arm. Yes, these Edomites and these smirks, man. Most High gonna kick that smirk off their face.
1 Corinthians
It's cold out
4:9.
here.
For I think that Yahweh has set for us the apostles last.
Last. Spirit.
So we the last movement that's gonna take the world by storm.
Yeah.
Starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone.
Right. Ain't no more after this.
No African, no Kemet. The next great thing is that African shit.
This is it. Until we get out of here.
Didn't Michael Jackson say that?
And 100% truth is out here. Start with the apostles of Great on down.
I think they're trying to kill
Michael Jackson. So for you people out there, are you other groups, man, that's they think they got 100%. We got 100% truth as attained to our salvation. No?
It says, as it were pointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
Yeah, we real small right now. We real small scale. We were a spectacle. You don't notice a speck of anything on the floor. You know, but the Lord is he's gonna change all that around. You know, he's gonna change all that around. These people look at us like that. We're a spectacle. You know, I think it's
It says, we are fools for Yahweh Shai's sake, but you are wise in Yahweh Shai. We are weak, but you are strong. We are honorable, but we are despised.
talking about our followers, man. You know, the ones that follow Yahweh Shai. You know, we are weak, but you are strong. Why? Because you're getting fed. You're getting that milk, and you're getting that meat, man. You know, we laboring.
So we appear foolish. So to the outside world, what we're doing right now, but really, this is pleasing to Yahweh Shai through the foolishness.
Oh, yeah.
Foolishness of preaching.
Yep.
Most High is pleased.
We are made spectacles to the world, but it's not for naught, man. The service we do verily comes with a reward.
Verse 11. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place.
Yeah, that's the
And we've been
prophet.
afflicted. Yeah.
That's the prophet.
Yeah, because I mean, certain things, you know, like yesterday, family, you know, your family was probably standing without desiring to speak with you, you know. Then you know, the jobs and shit, you know, we like shit, hey, that's it. You know, so it's certain afflictions that we going through.
God, me personally, I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
It says, verse 12, and labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless.
Yeah, being reviled, we blessed. All these people talk stuff out here, especially mainly our people. We blessed, man. You know, right?
It says, being persecuted, we suffer.
Yeah, being persecuted, we suffer. Meaning we go through it and get through it.
What's up?
You know, we go through it and get through it. You know, we don't complain. You know, through the spirit, because the scriptures say, "Think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, that though some strange thing happen to you." You know.
Verse 13, being defamed, we entreat.
Yeah, being defamed, we entreated. We don't care about fame, but we are the most defamed people on the planet Earth as a whole. But the prophets are the most defamed people on the planet Earth right now.
Hey, President Trump said, "Oh, the prophets of doom,"
Yep.
which we do prophesy doom.
Yep.
Scriptures literally say the day of doom should be the end of this people.
We're not worried about fame. See, you got these other motherfuckers, they worried about fame, but we defamed, man. Because you know what? There's a saying: when you all the way at the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And that's what we are. And the Lord, soon He's gonna raise us up, man.
Literally take us up, Lord willing.
Can you get Hosea 6:2 from the show?
The scripture literally said the last shall be first.
Yep.
So it's good to be the last right now.
Yep.
Was that it on that?
Yeah, it's still living.
Hey, we watched it for you.
It says, being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and the offscouring of all things in this day.
Yeah. That's how these people look at us, man.
And offscouring like goes to like trash, refuse, basically like we the shit.
And you laugh, I laugh at that. You know, because really we all ain't nothing. You know, it's how about Shimon Shai, you know, that blessed us, you know, to be raised up in these last days. You know?
Book of Hosea, chapter 6 and 1. Come and let us return unto Yahweh Shai, for he hath torn.
Yep.
He will heal us.
Yeah,
He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
He have torn and he will heal us. I mean, look at our history. All you gotta do is look up slavery. Look how bad we were torn up by the Lord, man. You know, and that was for our chastisement. Okay? But now He's healing us by what? His word. His word.
It's saying Psalm 107 and 20, thy word has healed them. Let me just get it real quick. It's Psalm 107 verse 20. And it says he sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destructions.
And when you look at that into retrospect too, you know, Yahweh Shai is that word.
Yeah.
You know, Yahweh Shai is that word because when you read Isaiah 53, it says through his what did it say? We were healed through his stripes.
Yeah.
Stripes, man.
And Revelation 19, it says he's called the Word of God,
Yep.
Word of the Most High.
And he was worthy to break the seals.
Yep.
When it reads, after 2 days he will receive us, and the third day he will raise us up,
Yep.
and we shall live in his sight.
And we're living right now. All right. He will raise us up. We're being raised up right now. We were once on the bottom of the totem pole, man.
Yeah.
Now the Lord is slowly but surely raising us up, starting with this word, man.
Hey, well, Revelation 11, we were dead bodies laying in the street of the great city. So this word is raised us up. Like when you read in Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, it speaks about how the Spirit of the Lord came upon Ezekiel and he stood upon his feet.
Right.
Because Ezekiel, when you read in the 1st chapter, he was sitting down with the captives by the river of Kabar. So, you know, spiritually Ezekiel, he was an Israelite, but you know, he was a captive. He was on a low level. But look at the Ezekiel books, man. It's talking about the downfall, Esau, Edom, how we getting spiritual power, you know, all kind of stuff. The covenant, you know, the chariots.
And we captives too. We are yet this day
And without has scattered us for reproach.
prisoners of hope.
And we all spiritually Ezekiel, man. You know, like the brother said, we all captives in Babylon. And Ezekiel's name is Yah-Kazak Allah, which is he is strengthened of the Most High. And we've been strengthened by knowledge and wisdom pursuant to Proverbs 24:5.
He separated, he predetermined, he predestinated some
Yeah.
to actually get this truth.
And that goes to show you that the Old Testament, there's certain prophecies that haven't came to pass because if we're living in His sight, right? And once we would have had to be what? Dead.
Yeah.
Like spiritual.
Yeah, well, this is the resurrection of life, man. It's truth by way of Yahweh Shai.
Ezekiel 37.
Yep.
So it reads, after 2 days he will revive us, in the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
That we living, man. All right. We living in His sight right now.
Got like 10 minutes.
How do we start that breath of life, which the breath of life is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from Yahweh Hashem Shai, made us again living soul. Just like Adam. Adam was made a living soul, man. All right? We what? That wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Yep.
And Yahweh Shai with the quickening spirit.
This is Revelation 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh enter into them. And they stood upon their feet.
Now you would ask, what's the spirit of life? What is that? Wisdom of Solomon, breath of life. Wisdom,
7.
It's 7, right?
Yeah.
Brother Brad?
Yeah.
Wisdom is more.
Moving in any motion, yeah.
Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh enter into them.
Right, which is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and brother gonna get it. You got it.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passes and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
Right.
Therefore can no defiled thing fall into it. Yeah.
So that's the breath of life that it's talking about, right? It's talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Shai, right?
Uptick of boots.
It says, and they stood upon their feet.
What are we doing right now?
Oh man, yeah. And that's a cut to you Hebrew Israelites, man. You Israelites on the damn on the keyboard and on the comment board, man.
Or the Christians that they be outside, but they be sitting down.
Yeah, or driving their car with the bullhorn with the window down, man. That don't count. That do not count.
Hey man, like the brother brought out, Ezekiel, that army, man. You got an army standing up, man.
Yeah, oh man, with the sword of the spirit, with the helmet of salvation, with the breastplate and the shield of truth, with the feet with the feet siding with the preparation of the gospel. We out here in battle array.
That's like these people. What's it like me?
I would say when you in battle, it's uncomfortable to you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, our backs sometimes we hurt, feet hurt. You know, it's cold.
I don't eat for a day.
Right.
Yep. We in the elements. You know.
Yeah.
Demons can come up anytime.
Yep.
You know.
That's why these people don't understand. Like, oh, how can you guys be so harsh and this and that? Well, hey, we are army, man. We out here battling, you know, spiritually. Like the brother said, using the sword of the spirit, man. These demons out here, man.
These people are crazy. We are literally the spirit of Yahweh Shai out here.
Yep.
Literally, you know what I'm saying? We walk around with him in our hands and we speak out of him. It's not even us, of us. This ain't even of us.
We follow the land whithersoever he goes.
We endure hardness as a good soldier, so you know, you can't excuse us if we come at you hard.
You gotta be hard against Jake, man. Jake take advantage of you.
Well, you gotta be hard and have passion with this because ain't nobody gonna take you serious. The reason why people took Jordan serious because he went hard, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't out there laughing and jiggling and you know, maybe, you know, in his off time, but on them games, man, Jordan, he was locked in.
Yeah.
But when we do that, oh y'all look hateful.
Right. And Yahweh Shai said he talked with authority.
What about when Biden come out and talk? He coming out there looking at that damn teleprompter. You know?
Yeah, he taking your rights from you.
Yeah.
Here it is. These boxers come out talking about something about to beat the shit out of this person.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm finna do all this. They don't say nothing about that.
You hate. You guys are hateful. Why are you using those harsh words?
You got the whole hip hop thing, which is about killing the next man.
This is a hypocritical nation.
They pick and choose, man. Pick and choose what they deem hateful and what they deem proper.
They got a term here called double standards.
Right.
So
They live by that.
It says, and great fear fell upon them with Sodom.
Fear fell upon you. Get that fear? That was why you watch out. Fear fell upon these goddamn devils, man. Why? They took.
And that sign, that sign has been endured. But you see how the Most High ain't tearing them niggas up.
Great fear, brother. You know they scared. The scriptures talk about they know that they have but a short time. The joy of the hypocrite is for a moment, and they have the resources and the money to pay that off to have everybody living good. But this is not the devil. The white man ain't the devil. Plainly in your face, man. These people are worth over 500 trillion. An exclusive high number. They own everything, lock, stock, and barrel.
If not he, who is he?
Who is he? Right.
If not, who is he?
And you'll only see them every once in a while. You know, we call him Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
Plastic Jesus right there.
Yeah.
You know, Rothschilds.
He died.
Oh yeah, that 7 heart transplant.
The Most High gonna resurrect that guy
Yeah.
and destroy him, man.
He gonna put in work before he go.
And you know he was getting Israelite hearts, man. Transplant.
Oh, he wasn't getting no Edomite and Moab hearts, man. No East Indian hearts.
Cause they show you that on that movie Get Out.
Yeah.
They was finding them jakes that be playing basketball.
Yeah.
Found one of them lacking. He
man.
came up missing and snatched his heart out, man.
Man.
Yeah. All his testicles were moved out.
Yeah.
He had like dreads. I remember that.
They wrote him in that mat. See, you got. Can you get that? If not, who is he? You people gonna realize because this double, he does some real sinister shit, man.
Yeah.
On the low, all his organs with all these Israelites that be missing, like that girl that went missing in that hotel.
Oh yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Hey, these must probably be having girl hearts, putting girl hearts and shit in their body, man.
They weird like that though. That's some freaky shit. If a nigga a little
I want a
soft
girl
and shit,
heart.
he'll get that shit hooked up. He'll get that hooked up.
They sinister, man.
Sinister as hell.
They
Diabolical.
Yep.
I like
You know how much your organs are worth? That's why when you go get your ID, do you want to be an organ donor? I'm like, hell no. I ain't taking my shit. That's even more of a reason to take you out. Like in the medical field, a lot of times, so like I bet you gonna say something.
No, go ahead.
In the medical field, a lot of times, when somebody is deceased, you know, them doctors, man, they harvest their insides, man, and they sell them on the black market.
Yeah, because them doctors looking at a check like, oh
Yep.
shit, this
I
is
don't know if it was a
20,000.
movie or a TV show. They had that in there. The doctors is purposely killing these people just to get their organs to sell them to the rich.
And all those things, all that witchcraft goes back, to the land of Canaan, man.
Yeah.
Which we gonna get the account right here in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12. And it reads, "For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chastenest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance where they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on me, O Yahweh Shah. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land." And that's talking about the Canaanites, man. When Yahweh Shah put the spirit on Joshua and men of valor, and Caleb, the mighty men of valor, the warrior tribes, Gad, you have Manasseh, you have many tribes, the warrior tribes there, man. They put the spirit on them to go and roll on the heathen that were in our lands, man. All right, that was promised to us. And it says, "Whom thou hatest for doing the most odious works of witchcraft," because they weren't just in the land, being righteous, keeping the law. Those are heathens, man. They were in our land, just straight polluting it, man. You have certain cities that we weren't even able to get nothing from because it was so wicked. It was just so much witchcraft in it, man. All right. So it reads,
Hey, well, that's why through the spirit, the Lord going to remove them Khazars out of our land. It tells you that in Ezekiel 36. It was talking about the land, how the Lord's going to remove the heathen from out of the land and prepare for us to come. How's the Lord going to prepare that land? By way of thermonuclear destruction. He's going to cleanse it, and then how's he going to remove the heathens? He's going to cleanse it, and remove them out of there by thermonuclear destruction and bring us back to our land after we get up out of here. Because those devils are doing odious works in there too. You got the biggest gay parade in Israel right now. That land is hella defined. You got these stupid niggas going to go visit Israel for the time to come.
We got kosher pork.
And then you got the niggas over there in Dimona, Israel, getting they gotta go fight in the Israeli wars.
Yeah, keep running that.
And we know, and we can't stress it enough, man. Those aren't the real Jews.
Man.
We can't stress it enough. Right? Imposters to the fullest. They don't fit no part of these scriptures. Not one. Right? They pay to that
They fit the prophecies on the left hand side as far as getting destroyed and
right,
going to
yeah.
captivity.
Yep. But as far as being the chosen, y'all don't fit the script.
You don't fit no righteousness in the prophecies, man. Right hand prophecies.
All right, and it reads, verse 4, "Whom thou hatest for doing the most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feasts of blood." And all that came out in recent times, man, with the hell that shit is called spirit cooking, man.
Yeah.
All that is back, man, and these devils take from that. And guess what? Like the brother was saying with them devils in our lands, because they doing that shit over there, obfuscating adrenochrome kids over there, the 1948ers. Guess what? Nothing is new under the sun, man. These devils gonna get put out of that land too, and they will get put right into the pits, man.
Hey, you would be surprised, man. I was watching this documentary of this little girl. I think she was in like UK or London, and the amount of stuff that Esau has in these Catholic school churches that he sends these children to, what they do to these children, man, it's especially out in the country, and that's where those devils are located in, like England, UK. Man, these devils do stuff to these kids. It's like crazy. Like hearing the little girl talk about it for a whole hour, especially her parents, man.
Gosh.
Right. Her own parents was into. They got little secret rooms in their house where they do specific things. It's crazy.
You talking about she had the baby and the knife and they made her do some shit.
They drink
She
blood.
described how this dude had a fucking Baphomet tatted upon over his secret parts. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
This is the world we live. And the crazy thing is, these are supposed to be your Christian pastors, man. That's supposed to be somebody that's into Christianity, that's supposed to stand and uphold what is right in the scriptures, right? But no, that ain't them, man.
These devils are real sinister and dark.
Yeah, so whoever want to wrap it up.
Yeah, man. Lord willing, oxen is edified another week. Going out to the highways and hedges, you know what I'm saying? Preaching the downfall of this nation. Alright, with that we're gonna say,
Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
that belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and doing it well. Alright, I'll keep out there, man. Y'all stay safe, stay circumspect. Alright, shalom.